When I was a child, I often saw my grandma stroking a wooden box with her fingers, as if reading a familiar story. I never knew what lay inside, only that it held a fragment of time too precious to forget. Years later, I opened that mysterious box. Inside lay a beautiful velvet flower. A few petals were bruised, but the rest was so lifelike. A thought then bloomed in my heart. To mend this flower was to mend a dream of hers. I searched its name, Ronghua, which originated in the Tang Dynasty and flourished through the Ming and Qing. It started from remnants of brocade, ascended to become a royal tribute, and finally crowned as the top flower for a bride on her wedding day. To learn how to make Ronghua, I asked Grandma for help. But my first lesson ended in failure. I couldn't even split the silk. These threads are a paradox. A touch too firm, they break. A gesture too timid, they collapse. Between my grandma's skilled fingers, the silk danced, but in mine, it lay still and lifeless. When I begged for a shortcut, Grandma said, "Beauty is shaped by your own hands." Amid the scattered materials, a thought dawned on me. In this fast-paced world, perhaps we've rushed too far. Maybe what Grandma missed wasn't just the flower, but the person she used to be. I found my way back to her. She placed Ronghua in my hair and told me her story. With its costly materials, years of meticulous training, and laborious techniques, Ronghua almost vanished in history. And the artisans of her generation had to gradually lay down their threads. This time, under my grandma's guidance, I gained my resolve and began to wrestle with time. I split the silk at dawn, mixed color at noon, and tapered stain at night. When I finished my first Ronghua, I finally understood. Beauty is nicked with frustration, patience, and all those nights I refused to give up. After restoring Grandma's flower, I gained tremendous confidence. I started sharing my work and experience online. Then, I joined the handful club at school, making hat pieces for its members. I gave my first self-made Ronghua to a junior in the club, who later passed it on to newcomers. That's when I learned beauty is contagious. Through intangible heritage on campus events, I brought Ronghua into classrooms. I teach international students and let crafts speak Esperanto to weave a shared aesthetic memory. I also introduce children to this art. One day, a girl told me she wanted to give her self-made Ronghua to her grandma. In that moment, I was reminded of my own bond with Ronghua, and I realized that the foundation of a beautiful China is upheld by countless artisans who never forget their heartfelt commitment that treats slowness as faith. Quietly, that same sense of purpose took root in me. Even in this rushing era, it has given me an inner order, a rhythm that belongs only to me. Sometimes I wonder, what is beautiful China? To me, it is the countless version of me behind each flower. The me who studied late, who persevered, and who strove to pass it on. To me, the future will call for many rules. I will stand among the educators, the scientists, and the engineers. With fire in our hearts and focus as our forge, we will shape the spine of a new China and build a beauty without end. Today, on my desk rest two flowers, an old one and a new one. The old holds time, the new faces present. Just like the art of Ronghua itself, it is in this passing from tradition to tomorrow that is bloomed slowly, yet more enduringly beautiful.